play. I was deep in my feelings, I was having a day. I was running around hard, kinda in the block mood, but I'm cool. The music takes me away, and I'm back. And then the hook starts to play. I was deep in my feelings, I was having a day. I was running around hard, kinda in the block mood, but I'm cool. The music takes me away, and I'm back.
Let's get some money, baby.
Let's get some money. Let's build. Let's structure. Let's create this Black Wall Street. You know.
What? Let's go.
Even as a kid, I used to get a rush. I used to get bored, and of course, you know, I grew up. I just spoke about how I grew up on the south side of Chicago.
Right.
I used to catch the train downtown, and walk amongst the corporate as a kid and get a rush from the shit.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I know God always has something destined for me to just do something different. Mm-hmm. You know, and then I said, come back to the hood and try to apply what I've seen downtown. Even to the point where I stumbled amongst the program as a kid.
Right.
Called Jobs for Youth at that time. And it had like stockbrokers and a lot of like guys that was doing, you know, well for themselves. They would take a little time out, maybe 30, 40 minutes a day, and come in and speak to us about, you know, preparing ourselves for the world.
Amen.
And provide cookies and treats. We need that type of shit now going on in the city.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
right.
We got cookies and treats.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Chicago 365, baby. We got cookies and treats.
I know I'm in dope.
Why
I'm
we
in dope
saying
with some of that as well.
I guess.
He who's in the building right
the people
now.
got to step
Look,
back up
we
in
had
order for that
Tanisha
to
come
happen.
in with some
Absolutely.
treats, y'all. So
They
you know,
letting
y'all
the youth take over right now.
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
right. That's right.
Absolutely. Yeah, you know, and you know, we started working and building, but it's just that drive and that determination just to make it, and that's why I tell a lot of people. It was I remember Ye had went to New York, and he had came back to he had to move to New York to actually get it popping.
A lot,
Because,
I remember.
You know,
you saying,
I mean, because you know the labels are in New York, the labels are in Los Angeles, and then everybody else follows suit when the fucking ball is rolling.
Yeah.
Tell the audience about that though, because we have Chakalatay here. She's moving independently out there.
Well,
so
right now you
tell
have the
her how
internet.
we do that.
It's a different. It's a different game right now. You got the internet. You can be independent as fuck and go crazy.
Go crazy.
Which I do love. You know, like right now it's all about having the content. You can't do anything without having the music, the videos, your content together. Then after that, attack you some nice PR, some nice marketing.
Yes.
Get your numbers right. It's a numbers game nowadays and shit. Like when we first started off, it was this guy's dope. He has a dope CD. Let's give him a shot. And we need to bring more of that back. I'll tell you what kind of fucked that game up. The industry giving and it's no shot at nobody, but a lot of just internet sensations like shots like they're musicians. Like for example, like, hey, this guy is eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches in his fucking and doing the flips.
Right.
Let's give him a $5 million record deal. He has 20 million followers.
Yeah.
That kind of just, you know what? I met Tekashi 6ix9ine, and I'm not gonna.
I was that.
And you know, but he is a smart kid.
Oh, okay.
We'll get into that though. But I was actually in that household in Los Angeles where the shots were fired at.
Wow.
I was doing some work for Ye, and I was in the studio. And you never know with Ye and shit, you know, he just so big and so ambitious to the point where I'm in the studio and I'm cooking, and he sent me a text message, and he said, hey, meet me at this address at 9 p.m. Mm-hmm. So I say, cool, you know, you gotta always just be dressed for anything. Always, when I leave Chicago and I'm finna link up with him, I can't even leave the fucking house without my passport, because there's no telling
you never know
where you going, where you may land.
Might take you.
Right.
You know?
That's amazing.
So he sent me the address and, you know, just nothing, just meet me here. So I don't know where the fuck I'm going. I just pull up and it's this huge ass mansion, and I get there and I'm like, whoa, you know, security run up on me, they scream me. And they like, yo, what you here to see? And I tell them, like, you know, everything was smooth 100. So I go inside. The Tekashi 6ix9ine kid was there at the time. And I'm saying to myself, like, whoa, you know, I'm seeing them going viral for all the things, all the controversy, everything that's going on with them. And I'm saying, okay, I got a chance to talk to this kid one-on-one right now. He's sitting right next to me how you are and shit.
Right.
And I said, let me speak to him and see what's going on in his brain, you know, what's going on. Very smart guy. from like our conversation.
Yeah.
So I know anything that he's doing is just maybe he know what he's doing. It's just I'm not gonna say it's for TV, but I know through our conversation, whatever he's doing and portraying who he is, he's pressing that button.
Okay.
Himself,
Right, right.
You know what I'm
Himself.
saying? Yes, he is.
But why do you have to be somebody else to make it?
You don't. And that's my point exactly. And a lot of artists, like for example, I played some music in my house Sunday, and I had a couple of people over, and it was from an artist, up and coming artist, and I just wanted their opinion on it. And I say, hey, what do you guys think of this music? And they was like, oh man, it ain't what's in right now, so we don't know if it's gonna win. And I say, wait a minute, you think you gotta follow some fucking trend to win?
Right. That's right.
That's how a lot of people get seen, following trends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. Like, my goal has always been to find a way to make it without the internet. And I choose that, by everything that I make that's new. I got a list of emails from people all around the world, and I send them out every day. So I think that's the best way for me. Like, I'm good with the internet, but how my life is set up, I don't have time.
Right.
I don't have time for it. You know, I can put as much as I could, but that just brings you back down mentally. Like, dang, I'm doing all this work and I ain't really getting nothing back.
Right.
But I still stay positive because I do have something to do it for. Like, I got motivation and all that. But I just thought about that, and I've been thinking about that for years. Like, I want to figure out a way to make it without the internet.
Right.
Well, the world we're in right now, you should most definitely utilize the internet.
Because everything is really like internet based.
I do, but everything is so typical and the same. And I'm that person. Like, I want to, think outside the box. Like, I want to do different.
Right.
So that was the thought. Like, how could you? I wonder if you can make it without all of this. Without the internet. Yes, I put myself out there. I have an EPK, I have music, you know what I'm saying? I have my copyrights, I have all my business stuff together, so I want to figure out a different way.
Right.
Instead of spilling all my beans, we tell all our moves and they kind of push us down.
Back. That's
so
right.
why not try to push what nobody hasn't seen and try to put it into the right hands? And then let it explode the right way, when it's looked at, you know what I'm saying, and went over. It's hard to keep on making 100 songs and all of them get overlooked.
Right. That's a good point. So are music executives even looked on the internet, or are they on social media?
100%. This is the new game, the internet. I mean, because.
And how does the artist stand out? Like,
they stand out by
paying.
Also,
you say yep.
also numbers 100%. I mean, when your numbers right, and it's sad to the point where it's just a numbers game now. But the A&Rs and the music execs, they look to see numbers right. So you have to have self-investment in order, unless you got a sponsor or somebody who 100% just believe in you, in which I think the labels should go back too.
Yeah.
Because I spoke on that a minute ago, as far as like labels should just say, hey, this guy's dope as fuck right here. Let's get him a bag. I know he ain't got no numbers right now, but we gonna do all that. That's what we here for.
That's right.
Build and structure this artist to be great.
That's right.
They cut all that out and shit.
Right.
So now it's like, hey, where's your independence?
Right.
Make your numbers right so we can come help you and shit,
Right.
They already expect for you to be great or have this platform.
They want to see numbers.
You say, the numbers or whatever, and then they feel like they could push you to greatness.
But numbers get you in messed up situations. What about all the artists that,
it gets you in great situations. Because now you can negotiate. Because now you're saying to yourself, like, hey, I'm already here without you. When it comes to these numbers and shit, your numbers will help, of course, give me the marketing that I need and the more exposure. But now you gotta talk to me with a couple more bucks,
right?
Okay,
because these numbers are already here.
That's right.
And it's
so purpose and numbers don't mean anything. Like, what my goal is to have a purpose. To
please keep your purpose.
Flourish, and not just say, oh, I could pay for this. Of course I could pay for my bank account can pay for this.
Yeah.
But that's not my life. I don't want my life to be made up. I want it, to be graced and be like, oh yeah, I got this, I accomplished this, I succeeded in this because my work ethic, not my pocketbook.
It's still gonna have to be work ethic because it's not just that simple for us. Like, I know guys who got bags.
Right.
And they done spent hundreds of thousands of dollars into, you know, trying to get right musically and shit. It's just because they took the wrong steps. So you can spend a bunch of fucking money and not put it in the right place and not still flourish with this. It's about spending money the right way.
The right way.
And dealing with the right people and shit too. Because you got a bunch of motherfuckers that'll sell you a dream and grease your ass up and take your paper. You know?
Send you on down the road, okay?
Facts, you know, like next.
Right.
No, it's crazy. It's wicked out here. So you do want to find someone also who's genuine and also loves and respect your craft 100%.
Yeah.
And coming with that shit, that heat on their ass.
Okay.
Undeniable. What you talking about?
I got some heat for
Ain't no
their ass.
stopping
Look,
us.
and I've been waiting a long time because I've been doing gospel. I just stopped going, being serving in a church. If you understand, I still go to church all around Chicago. I've been to many churches because I've sung there, did funerals there, whatever, all the above.
That's what's up.
So it's just like I just want to do different music now, which I showed you, Riding Slow. I got songs that's called Run From It. It's basically run from depression, stress, and I make it into an up tempo like everybody can tackle it. You know what I'm saying? My goal is to make music for everybody to listen to, everybody to sing. You know? And I'm working hard for that, like a purpose, not, I can get on quick because it don't feel good. Not to me. I've been through a lot. I've had a lot of things good happen to my life. I've had a lot bad happen to my life. I've healed a lot of folks by singing at their funerals and their family funerals for decades. You know, so I know where, my heart is, but purpose-wise, that's what I got to get. That's what I want my people to get, and that's what I mean by unity and together, standing firm for something, and not just saying, I paid for this to be like that. Because I actually had a manager, but his goal was, let me take the money and let's pay for this and pay for that. And he took this one artist and he just was, snatching money from her for himself and for her. You know what I'm saying? But she still not know what she need to be. If you gonna take my money, put me in some vocal lesson classes. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Put me in front of an agent. Get my paperwork together. I want that type of stuff. What is this girl doing in front of me?
Well,
who is she?
Your money that you
what
spend,
makes her different from others? And that's my goal.
I don't like favorites.
Your money that you spend in the industry, with anybody you're dealing with, should always be an investment.
An investment.
There we go.
Some type of outlet.
That's
right. That's gonna have you sing. I mean, just something. In the end. Not just feeding somebody fucking pockets. And shit,
that's right.
But it's a lot of that.
He tested me out, and I'm like, you know what? I'm finna step out of my comfort zone, and I'm finna get a manager. I will be 32 this year, and I'm like, okay, let me do this because I've been in the church 31 years, serving like nothing. You know what I'm saying?
31 years, beautiful.
That's right.
You know what? Speaking of the church, it was challenging. It was challenging. Like I worked on so many albums with Ye, but when I worked on Jesus is King.
Okay.
I love that. I really do.
Okay, now.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I told you I wasn't gonna do it.
No,
That's right.
I will say this. I was in Wyoming for 3.5-4 months. Beautiful in the cabin. I mean, no television, no sex. I mean.
Jesus King.
I was motherfucking stripped.
That's right.
I was stripped and fucking reborn. I was going through Bible studies, everything, because he was going through such just a spiritual drive to the point where if he wasn't walking on his path or anything he was on, it was like throwing him off. It was irritating him and shit, So we all had to become one, and we all had to walk together in order for that to work.
That's right.
So
that's right.
Yeah, another thing I learned: church folks is judgmental as fuck.
Yeah.
And some of them be on the most fuckery.
Most of them do.
And believe it or not, I got hurt most in the church.
Yeah.
Because it was different people,
vulnerable.
and it was different prophets, and it was different things that I was being told. And I walked in that. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, we as one. We stand firm. If you manifesting things in my ear or praying for me, I'm gonna believe it, because you are of the higher power. So I would think that you would tell me something good,
Right.
But it was just like I was all over the place. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And it was like it was money. And I am a tither. I tithes.
That's right.
Tax time, work checks, all that.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, what's going on? Ain't really what's the purpose?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If every time I come in here, somebody looking at me crazy or got an attitude or mad, like this is not the place for that.
Judgmental.
Why am I investing my money into this?
Well,
you know?
I've been in tables and shit, like we're working and creating like, gospel music and, for Ye, and it was a point I had like one day a pastor tried to stare me down like across the table, like I was gonna flinch or some shit or fold up. And I'm saying like what the fuck I've been here since I was 15. Building and structuring. You knew.
Okay.
God
gave him more authority over you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My relationship is with God.
That's
and
right.
my
Not
God.
with you. That's right. When I pray to. That's right. I don't ask you for forgiveness and this and that. And that's what a lot of people
and there's no knocking
too.
having a spiritual leader or anything like that. So I'm not knocking, because there's some great ones out there. But it's just throughout my life I saw, like for example, I saw the pastor of my church get voted out when I was a kid. I'm stealing money and sleeping with the fucking women.
Wow.
So therefore, at an early age, I learned how to have
really used to
balance.
on social media.
I learned how to have balance when it comes to dealing with religion and men.
Okay.
And you have to 100%.
Yes.
But that journey, it was something different and it was needed. And I thank my brother Ye for that shit, because I needed to detox. I needed to hear all the real things he was saying. I needed him. It was sometimes just like, because I was still on bullshit.
Okay.
My presence was sometimes, fuck with him. Like, you still on bullshit. You still want to go to the strip club. You still want to call up some fucking women. I feel it. Because he know me,
Right.
And I couldn't hide it, but I was 100% authentic with it. He would ask me, we would conversate, he would say, how you feeling? And I would say, shit, I love this album. I want to work on it though, but nigga, I need some sex.
Right.
And a
Hello. Okay, hello. That's right.
And so my thing is, you had like fake motherfuckers like from the church, like basically telling him like, hey, these guys ain't walking the same path you're walking on. Basically, get rid of them right now. But what God fucking closed his doors to anyone who needed healing or any, shit. We the ones he trying to touch.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
But it wasn't all of that going on. It was, of course, his family and everybody loved us and still do, 100%. It was just, sometimes just a revolving door.
Yeah.
And if that makes any sense,
Oh, we hear you. Oh, yeah.
So I gotta say something, because I don't know Ye, but from the things that I've heard and felt spiritually, I'm just not fond of the walk, his path. Okay. And I only say that because he could be out here in Chicago helping more, He can be sowing the seed more in these places more. But I feel as though every time something go wrong or he go downhill, he's screaming Chicago. But where are you?
He's here.
Oh.
He helped change so many lives here.
I want to be in a place.
I'm bear witness to it. I'm a cat from '87. I know 100 guys from Chicago whose lives he didn't change.
Oh yeah, it's a list of them.
He flew in Chicago to Wyoming.
Okay.
And half those guys was there asking for checks. Like that's a lot of shit they don't talk about. He flew half Chicago in to Wyoming. Motherfuckers walking around on 40,000 acres, riding go-karts and tanks and shit, and receiving blessings.
That's
right. Like, he is that guy. Like, a lot of things just don't, it's unseen.
Unseen,
He's blessed Chicago.
But, I believe it had to be like that.
He's not done yet either.
Right.
He's not.
So many people
So that's what I
grab
about,
on to
because I know that as all artists from Chicago, they get what they got and then they disappear. And then when stuff go downhill or when things get bad, you hear them screaming Chicago and they repping Chicago, and I'm not in every room, but I just know that it's not loud enough, for the leaders, as leaders, like
he always
we've been fighting hard.
Shit, he been screaming Chicago since 15.
My mother is in one of his videos. Kanye West, my mother.
Which one?
Coming home. He was in the Ickies. That's where I'm from.
Okay.
I remember that day because they told all us to go in the house. They said all the kids go in the house because this ain't for y'all.
Okay.
And they had all the grown older people in the lane.
Coming home.
Yes.
Nice.
That's
Amazing. amazing.
I'm like, wow, my mother in there.
That's right.
You get to see that every time. So it's magical to see somebody like that to come in our lives, and then we feel like it's snatched away from us.
Right.
Like that's just our way of thinking, because we really losing as a whole. Cause coming together, you don't really need that much money.
Yeah, that's coming.
You know,
together,
and that's the only thing. Like the togetherness part, the unity part. Like we don't.
And also, too, to speak on that, too, you know, remember a couple years ago, before the pandemic, when Ye came back to Chicago, and he was here? He came back.
For the concert?
No, he came back, and he was finna buy property here.
Wow.
He was finna live here.
For the Donda.
No, before
Donda.
No, he was here. He was here for maybe 5-6 months straight. He was recording here, and it was just over fucking whelming. It was too much. The guy couldn't even work on his fucking music. Every day he had 100 artists, 100 politicians, 100. I mean, you fucking
everybody on them.
Everybody, mama. Everybody
on
fucking day. Everybody trying to shake you down and shit. And you trying to create and build something, and it's
you don't know who good and bad.
Yeah. When a lot of people riding on your shoulders, it get real heavy.
Oh man,
you know. So I could understand, and I could understand where you coming from too. Where you saying how they branch out and then they want to come still. Say Chicago. I think that's just a matter of fact that they not forgetting where they come from.
Okay.
You know, they still even though they made it to this level, they still gonna Chi-Town represent. You know what I'm saying?
Always.
You're right. And
it's
give back here and there and ride through, and you can save who you can save. That's right.
I had to understand that the hard way, because with my family, I want them to be more supportive of me. You know what I'm saying? Even with family and friends.
Yes.
Because if you've been friends with me, we all family. Anybody I know, I love you. You know, but it's just it's harder. My parents and my family and friends don't support me the way that I want, but I don't blame them for it. You know, what's interesting to you is for you.
That's right.
I can't blame him for coming and going. Because he got to choose life for self. And that's what I did figure out. But I did want to actually...
Yeah, because the business, too. The business is out there to the point where it's just it's every day. Just imagine having to get on the plane and shit to go handle your business as well, too. Fuck, I got to be back in LA today.
Yeah.
Right. Back in New York today to handle this. And
miss out on all your loved ones. And now they getting not even jealous. They just
in LA and New York as well, too.
When I'm be able to see you. Now
it's
it's this type of energy. And that's the energy I get. But me... I pick up on energy really well. If I feel like you ain't treating me well, because tomorrow not promised. I'm very serious about my life. I tackle each day with doing 110 things, because guess what? Tomorrow it's going to all make sense. Absolutely. So I'm just, gracing this life. And if you don't support what I really love, you're not for me. You're not for me. This is what I don't care how low it is. I don't care how cheap it is. I don't care how it looks. If I'm telling you deep down in my soul that I love music with everything in me, that's all I need is my people to support me. Not even every day, just one time. And if you still don't take that, you're not for me.
That's
you know? And that's what I think about when I think about him. He can't tackle all this. It's just too much. He's only one person.
He's only one person, and not to mention, it motivates me to the point to see somebody so successful and act like they don't have shit. For example, I was working on Donda, and I was creating. I was up, and I had lazy.
You see how he keeps saying it's great.
Walking down the street to pick that dog.
That's how I'm gonna be like him. Look, I love it, y'all, but I know it's more coming. It's
more coming. It's the blessings. I'm blessed, and I thank God that He touched me. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for His blessings. And I was working on Donda, and I remember I had snapped. I was like, damn, I know I gonna love this shit. So me and my boy Arrow, which is also a blessing. I get to work close to, to some very close friends that I love, who is brothers. GL, Arrow, So anyway, so me and Arrow shit, let's go have a drink. So we fuck it. Me and him drinking, fucking around, maybe 4 or 5 in the morning. Well, you always gotta be on your shit, even though that's my guy. It's when I go inside these rooms, ain't no favoritism over I'm his guy. Okay. It's my sword is out with everybody else's sword, and we it's no hidden agendas. We all here for one task. Let's finish this shit and make it great.
That's right.
And for example, I had laid some dope ass shit that he was gonna love. So I'm out bullshitting and partying. I closed my eyes maybe about 5:30 a.m. This guy me knowing who he is, the fucking workaholic, he calls me 7:20. Hey, bro. I'm like, what's up? Hey, I like what you laid and shit last night. I'm just in Target with the kids. Matter of fact, can I come get you?
Right now.
I'm hungover, I'm fucked up.
Right.
What do you say? Even though this is my guy, I'm here to fucking work and grind.
That's
and make sure
right.
this opportunity, make sure this product is fixed.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hell yeah, come get me right now, bro.
Cold towel to the face. Let's go.
I'm in the shower.
Okay.
Well, it don't stop. You gotta
That's
be ready
right.
to go. I done seen guys say they ready for this shit and they want the moment, and I done seen them lose their mind and walk away from it under a little bit of pressure.
Yeah.
Wow.
And wag they fucking tail off in the sunset.
Yep. Wow.
Miss Tanisha in the building. Guys, she supplied us with these edible treats for tonight. Let me turn that camera around. She supplied us with all these good edible treats for tonight.
Yes.
I got a brownie, y'all.
So, Tanisha, tell us about your company. Tell us about what's going on.
Well, my edible, my business is High Chick Edibles.
High Chick
Okay.
Edibles.
Yes.
Nice.
And
Where can we
make,
find you?
I'm on Instagram at highchick_.
Okay, High Chick _.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a variety of things. Chips, brownies, cakes, dips, spinach dip, chicken buffalo dip. Yeah, I get
Okay,
into
she
it.
got it all, y'all. She got it all.
Yes.
The hot chick. Okay, y'all ready to get hot?
The hot
Period. The hot
chick.
chick.
Every
here.
every gas.
This beautiful lady in
These
the
are
building.
infused. These are
Okay,
infused.
the hot chick.
And Tanisha and Really D used to also go to school together.
Yeah,
So,
we did.
yeah.
Grew up together.
gotta
It's
bring
a hood
her
thing.
on.
Right
Yeah,
This
right.
is doing that thing and shit too in school,
Okay.
She was one of the girls getting my Lunchables and shit,
Okay, way back then, doing her thing. Okay.
Yes.
First time
It's
ever
amazing
had
how it all worked out. We all back here together right now. Okay.
Tanisha has a sister. What is your sister's name?
Sean.
Sean, honey. Sean is like that. You know those kids? What's their name? Paris and London.
Okay.
That do the parodies. That's her little sister.
Okay.
She'll run up on you for Tanisha. Since they was little, she used to do that.
Amazing.
That's
Yes, my
what's
best
up.
friend.
But we wanted to bring Tanisha up to plug the products because she supplied everybody up in here with these infused edibles. So that's why everybody's smiling a little harder
That's right.
now.
Got us feeling good
For tonight.
Period.
Period. And Really D, we want to thank you for coming through. We want to thank Chakalatay for coming through. We want to
Yes.
thank Boss Lady for coming through. Oh, we got the D podcast in the building. Y'all want to come and say hi while y'all up in the building, and y'all just in the background supporting. Look, they said they just supporting y'all.
Got a couple
Okay.
products I'm finna drop as well,
Go
I
ahead
got,
and drop that.
I bet. I got tequila. I got wine. I have a new EP.
Okay.
Also, I'm about to score a new movie, guys. I can't talk about it right now. So
Okay,
it's,
but it's coming. It's coming.
and I'm curating a sci-fi film as well. So guys, get ready. I got some shit on my sleeve.
Get ready. Get ready.
Oh,
Get ready.
congratulations.
Follow the G on Instagram. Facebook it's Really D Williams. Instagram is Really Doe Music. That's REALLYDOE Music.
Okay, Really Doe Music, baby. You heard it.
All right,
that
then.
And yes, ma'am, where we can find you at, Miss
You can find me
Tanisha?
on Instagram with High Chick Edibles, Highchick_, and my online boutique, Blaze and Bougie.
Okay.
I got a couple of things going on too.
Okay. Yes, looking
When
good
she in
over
town,
there.
she's usually somewhere overseas.
Oh, nice. Overseas.
See her in Illinois about maybe 4 or 5 times a year. She's always gone, living her best life. Her and her crew. Gone.
Traveling.
Gone.
So I love to travel.
International only.
Hello.
That's how you're
Hello.
supposed to do it.
That's right.
Man, we
That's
had a
right.
great show today. Like, so great.
Yes, Chicago 365 going through the roof,
Yes.
baby.
Yes, we are.
Yes,
So
we
make sure
are.
y'all subscribe to us, like us on all social media platforms.
Yes,
And
yes,
we're going to
yes.
get that podcast together. We're bringing in people that got, contracts and different things right now, so we don't really want to throw everything out
Out
terrestrial
there.
radio
Okay.
just yet. But we want to thank everybody for being in the building with us today. We want to wrap it up. Anything else y'all want to say before we dip out?
Anybody?
Anybody?
Everybody got everything happening good?
Thank you for the
Thank you for
invitation.
coming.
Thank you
Yes.
for having me.
It's a blessing.
Chicago, stand up. I mean, support these girls. I mean, they about to do big things. Well, they already is. They ain't about to do shit. I mean,
We thank y'all for coming
y'all.
through, blessing our platform. It was truly a blessing. You know, we enjoyed the edible treats. And Mr. Really Doe Music, we truly appreciate you.
And
You
Miss
know?
Chakalatay.
Yes,
Boss
Miss
lady was up in the
Chakalatay.
building. She and them over in the background supporting it.
Yes.
We just up in here.
Coming
y'all.
through
Just-
Chicago.
It's so wonderful. Like, yes, yes.
Blowing up, baby, through
Yes.
the roof. Okay.
Until next time, y'all. Bye.
Bye.